Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this does not work without you guys. You know, we are getting to that time of the year that I absolutely positively love. Spring is close. I mean, it is close. Here it is today. It was 71 freaking degrees. Last weekend, it was like 30. That's the great thing about weather here on the East Coast. You don't like it? Well, just wait till tomorrow. It'll be totally different. Although I think it's going to rain the next couple of days. But hey, I'm happy that at least it's warming up. The flowers are beginning to come out and everything else. So it's going to be great. We had a busy day, of course, in the NFL. And get used to it because I don't know why they say the league year starts on March 18th. Because football, it's not like when I grew up. When I grew up, after the Super Bowl, players, they went to their other job. That's right. Players had other jobs. They didn't do football as a full-time career because there was no money in it. The reason why Chuck McNairick was known as Concrete Charlie, it wasn't because he hit guys like a concrete truck. It was because he actually did concrete work in the off season. Night Train Lane, he didn't hit you like a night train or anything like that. It was because he didn't like to fly and he took the night train the night before the game so that way he'd be there. So we've got this whole thing now where the season really doesn't end. You tell me. I mean, we've seen players cut. We've seen players traded. We've been dealing with the CBA and this contract between the NFLPA and all this, that, and the other. I mean, the only thing that's not happening, of course, is actually working out on the field. But the league owners have been having meetings left and right. This football season does not end. So, technically, what was supposed to happen is on Thursday, it was supposed to be the last day of tagging players, when technically it was originally supposed to be today. That's right, it was supposed to be today. But because the NFLPA is trying to vote on the new CBA, the NFL Players Association voting on the collective bargaining agreement, they need more time. They sent out the ballots. They were supposed to be done voting Thursday night at 11:59. They've extended the time until Saturday night at 11:59 to give the players more time to discuss it. So we've got all of that. Now, the league, of course, are waiting and hoping that this deal passes because it means a lot of money. I mean, a lot of money. A lot of freaking money. I mean, boatloads of money to them. It's important to get this thing done now because they're going to renegotiate the television contracts. And that's going to bring in a whole lot of new money. And see, the NFL does not want to wait to get this thing done. They are right now at a pinnacle. They have the collective bargaining agreement that'll be in hand. They'll have an extra game to put onto there. They'll have attendance up from last year. So that way they can literally hold the television companies hostage. And maybe, just maybe, somebody else will get the contract for the Sunday ticket. Somebody might be streaming it. But be that as it may, the NFL now kicked until Monday at 4 o'clock time to put the franchise tag on players. Sorry, this damn harness. I've got this harness here that's checking my heart. So it's got to stay on until tomorrow at 4 o'clock. And the tape itches. You got the hairy chest, it itches. Itches like crazy. So they extended that. Now, what we're hearing, of course, is that they're aggressive right now with Dak and Amari's. They've got to get one or the other of them done before that time period, because that's also the time free agency starts, which is Monday the 16th. So that's legal tampering, and then technically the league year starts on the 18th. Now, what we're hearing is that they may end up having Amari Cooper's deal done quicker. Just maybe the way it is. That they're definitely getting aggressive on that. We'll see. Now, we've heard that the Dallas Cowboys by Jane Slater, who also originally said, put that $40 million number out there. Nobody's walked that back and said, you know what, that was a mistake. Because see, a lot of people in their minds still have this saying that Dak Prescott, he wants $40 million. Well, here's the thing. Here's how you really have to look at it. It should be about 36.5 right now because they waited. I'm not saying that was the worst thing for the Cowboys to wait because it gave them one more year before they started paying it. The reason we have $77 million right now is because they didn't pay Dak last year. Sorry, just dropped my laptop here because I wanted to read something here. Damn, hope I didn't mess this sucker up. So, here at Broke Ass Media, it's one take. We don't have money for any more film than for one take. So, one of those deals are going to get done before Monday, if not both. And word is that Amari Cooper's deal is closer than Dak Prescott. Now, Jane Slater, who, like I said, put out there the $40 million mark, is saying that now that the deal is looking more like Jared Goff's deal, which would be the highest paid, but not any real details. Now, again, I believe that a lot of that is being put out by the Cowboys for them to go ahead and have that kind of negotiating power, so they look good and say, we're trying to give Dak a deal, but he don't want to take it. But now, all you guys out there that say, the Cowboys are making a mistake, he's a bum, get rid of him stuff, I tell you what, I'm going to listen to one of the greatest Dallas Cowboys in the history of the franchise. One of the football gods that I look up in there, and I'm hoping that he'll do an autograph signing where I can take that and get him to sign as well. So that way I got him there with Randy White and Tony Dorsett. And I definitely got to get Drew Pearson on there. But let me tell you what Roger Stauback said last night. He's right up there with the best. As the standard for the Dallas Cowboys quarterback, Roger Stauback takes on Dak Prescott is telling. Let me slide on down. I'm a Dak fan. Not me. I mean, I am. But that's Roger Stauback. Captain America. Captain Comeback. Yeah. He has brought the team back in second half a number of times. If you look at his statistics on offense, he's playing really top flight football. He's right up there with the best quarterbacks. I read what the team says about him. That's really important. They really respect him. The quarterback has got the confidence in himself, but you've got to transfer that to your teammates, and he's able to do that. Let me read that again because I suck at reading. I read what the team says about him. That's really important. They really respect him. The quarterback has got to have confidence in himself, but you have to be able to transfer that to your teammates, and he's able to do that. That's what I talk about, having it. When the shit hits the fan, and that doesn't mean it happens every single time. Sometimes you just can't win. There's no quarterback out there with 100% win percentage. Even Tom Brady has failed in Super Bowls, in big games. Quarterback is the strength of the Dallas Cowboys right now. Should you pay him? Right. I'd pay him something. Of course, Dak will be paid something by the Cowboys this season. So whether it's a tag or multi-year deal. But that's telling to me because Roger Stauback is still part of the Dallas Cowboys. He's royalty. He is part of the family. He is out of the 10. And unlike Emmitt Smith, who's saying, Dak needs to take a discount, this, that, and the other, he's praising the man for what he's doing. There's going to be some people out there that no matter what the Dallas Cowboys could pay him 50 cents and they'd say he's overpaid. I was talking to Miss Anita and Miss Jackie, and they're like, the hate, the hate, the hate. It's like, you know what? Hate has been going on since the beginning of time. They always tell me, if people don't hate you, then you ain't doing much. So if that's the case, damn, I must be doing a hell of a lot. So that's where we are right now. Whether you like Dak or hate Dak, it don't matter, because Dak gonna be here. And instead of hating, saying he's a bum and stuff, why don't we put out into the universe? Why don't we put faith behind him? Why don't we believe in him? Because he's gonna be our quarterback. And as he goes, so will the Dallas Cowboys. And that's all I got to say about that. So, that being said, I'm going to go take my happy behind inside. And I'm going to ready to go to bed. As far as the draft, I'm still on the fence. But there's a lot of things that are moving parts with this coronavirus right now. And as a lot of you guys said, Mark, don't go to the draft. You know what they said? Old people need to stay in. New York has got now coronavirus zones that they have the National Guard making sure you don't leave. Italy has literally locked down the country. No travel or anything else. They've had close to 500 deaths. And so they're trying to stop the spread. Coachella has now put that off until the fall. And here's the big one. See, this is the reason not to go to the draft right now. MGM and their 7 properties out there, they're closing the damn buffets. How are you going to go to Vegas and not have the buffets open? So, I'm going to wait a week or two. I haven't made my flight yet. And see where we are with this thing and see if it's still, crazy as can be. This is probably going to be, I don't know if any of you guys are in the Washington metropolitan area close to the Potomac River and things. But probably about 10, 12 years or so ago, there was this Asian snakehead fish. Apparently people were buying these fish and putting them in their fish tank, and they get too big and they can actually walk on land. They're very evasive. They basically will eat up all the other fish and stuff. And when the area that they've been eating in supposedly is decimated, they can just walk their happy ass onto another tributary. And so it went crazy about the snakeheads. They had snakehead bounties out there. If you caught a snakehead, you're supposed to report to National Resources. They give you some money for the snakeheads, because we've got to stop it. They would go through. They drained ponds because there was a snakehead caught there. They were electrocuting the water. All the fish float to the top so they can catch snakeheads. Then they realized, can't stop it. And they just stopped. Snakeheads are still there in the water. Probably multiplied quite a bit. I ain't seen none walking from creek to creek here yet, but, I guess they will eventually. So, we'll see where all this goes. I hope that it doesn't get bad. I hope that it's over with soon and we can get everybody back to normal. All right, that's all I got to say. I'll see you guys first thing in the morning. But right now, let me turn out these lights. because this party is over. I'll see you first thing in the morning.